My husband dedicated 2 decades to that car's revival. When I found the garage empty, my son then claimed I sold it. My son stole my dead husband's most prized possession, the car he poured his heart and soul into for 20 years, and sold it for a pittance to fund a trip with his wife. Can you imagine that betrayal? But what none of us knew was that my late husband, Dennis, had left a devastating surprise waiting in that very car. A secret that would not only expose a monster, but ultimately save my life. The garage door was wide open. That's how I knew. I was standing in my kitchen, coffee already going cold in my hands, looking out the window above the sink. Just staring. The door was rolled all the way up and the space inside was dark, even with the morning light. Dennis never left it open. Not once in 43 years of marriage. He was meticulous about everything, especially his garage. But Dennis was gone now, 8 months already, and for a moment, I just thought, maybe I was forgetting something. Maybe I was losing it. I set the coffee down, walked to the back door, and opened it. The spring air hit me, warm for April. It was the kind of morning Dennis would have been out there already, bent over that car with a rag in his hand, humming some classic rock tune. I crossed the yard in my slippers, the concrete cold beneath my bare feet. The grass needed mowing. I kept meaning to call someone. The oil stain in the center of the garage floor was dark and familiar. 20 years of the same car, sitting in the same spot, it leaves a mark. But now the spot was empty. Just empty. I stood there looking at nothing. The workbench along the back wall was exactly how Dennis had left it. His tools hung on the pegboard, each one outlined in black marker so he'd know where it went. His red toolbox sat closed. His work journal lay open next to it, pages filled with his small, careful handwriting. The car was gone. My chest went tight. I put my hand on the doorframe, took a deep breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. 43 years as a nurse in the ICU, and I still use the same techniques I taught my patients. Breathe, think, act. But I couldn't think past that gaping, empty space. I walked to the workbench and picked up the journal. The last entry was dated 3 weeks before Dennis died. His handwriting looked tired, the letters looser than usual. Almost done, it read. 20 years on this beauty. Can't wait to teach Carol to drive her properly. Our retirement road trip starts next summer. I closed the journal, put it back exactly where it had been. The garage still smelled like him, motor oil and old leather and that orange hand soap he used. I could almost see him there, almost hear the music he played on that old radio. Classic rock. He'd sing along when he thought I wasn't listening. Then a car engine growled outside on Oakwood Drive. My head snapped up. Brian's black BMW, a newer model he'd told me about at Christmas like I should be impressed, pulled into my driveway. My son got out. 38 years old and full story video added in below.